So good morning, graduates, families, friends, and members of the Kenmore-West High School community. Welcome to the Kenmore-West High School class of 2026 commencement ceremony. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Denise Stranded, and I am a proud assistant principal at Kenmore-West. It's my great honor to serve as master of ceremonies for our celebration today. To begin, I would like to welcome members of our National Honor Society Presidential Council, Gabriel Tarantelli, Emily Veronica, and Cameron George, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. After the pledge, please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be performed by our senior choir members under the direction of Mrs. Jessica Leary.
Everyone, please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you to Gabe, Emily, and Cameron, and thank you to all of our musicians and our vocalists, as well as the faculty from our amazing music department, Mrs. Leary, Mrs. Fryer, and Mr. Chewy, for the beautiful music throughout our program today. Thank you. Thank you also to Mrs. D. Cohn for her dedicated efforts to organize today's ceremony, and to all of our faculty members who have supported our graduates throughout the years. We are so thrilled so many of you have joined us today. Joining me today to celebrate the class of 2026 are members of our Kenmore-West administrative team, Mr. Sean Sadala, Principal, Ms. Kelly Lambert, our assistant principal, Mrs. Lisa Croft, Mr. Mike Mascarella, and our class advisors, Mr. Ed Finch, Mrs. Linda Jelski, and Mr. Kevin Race. On my right, we would like to extend a special welcome to our superintendent of schools, Mr. Sabatino Samato, as well as members of our district leadership team, Mr. Jeffrey Richards, Mr. Matthew Fleischer, Mrs. Kelly White, and then members of our school board, President Mr. Matthew Shamara, Vice President Mrs. Karen Whitelaw, and trustees Mr. Frederick Floss, Mrs. Leanne Vogt, and Mr. Paul Sport. We're so honored that you've taken the time to celebrate the class of 2026 with us today, and we are eternally grateful for your leadership every day. As the assistant principal for the upperclassmen, I have had the great pleasure of working closely with our senior class on their educational journey over the last 5 years. One of the greatest rewards of being an educator is watching young people grow year after year. I have had the distinct gift of watching these young people grow into the remarkable young men and women they are today. What an absolute privilege it has been to walk beside each and every one of you in your final years as Kenmore-Tonawanda students. Today, we gather to celebrate these young people who are on the precipice of tremendous possibilities. They have proven their ability to persevere, to overcome obstacles, to support each other, and to do so with a never-ending compassion towards their fellow human beings. When people come together, as we have over the past few years, something really powerful happens. We become changed and are a catalyst for change in others. We have the awesome responsibility of the mark we leave on others. Others, in turn, help us shape us into the person we are today. Throughout your years as a student, you have never been alone. Your family, friends, and your teachers have helped you along the way. But did you ever think about the impact you had on others? Maybe you smiled at someone without knowing they were having a bad day, and that smile gave them the courage to carry on. Maybe you went out of your way to make someone's day better, just because you could. For some of you, there may have been moments when this day seemed impossible. There may have been days when you needed someone to have your back. And from what I know, the class of 2026 and the people who fill those halls of Kenmore West every day, I'm sure you found exactly the right person at exactly the right moment. Speeches at graduation are meant to give you one last piece of wisdom. This is what I hope you learn from me. In a world where some people may have forgotten the simple principle and power of kindness, I hope you hold that value close to your heart. Walk through life with the understanding that you never know what someone is going through, but know that your kindness can make all the difference. Be compassionate, humble, and mindful. Know that within you, there is the power to improve someone's life, and in return, improve your own life. We are the sum of the impact of the people we encounter each day, and we, just by our presence, impact those we meet. I challenge you to commit yourself to be a positive force to every person you meet. Wicked is one of my favorite musicals, and I think this quote captures how I'm feeling as I'm looking out at all of you for the last time. And we realize that we're not going to see each other every day like we have over the past 5 years. The quote goes, "It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say this before we part. So much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now, whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten all of ours by being a friend." Class of 2026, our community is better because of the impact you have had on it. I hope you go forth into this world with the understanding of the awesome power you hold within you to make this world a better place. Now please welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Kenmore-Tonawanda.
Good morning. Thank you so much. So I'm going to keep it real with our class of 2026 for a second. Every year I have the privilege of saying a speech at graduation. And somebody asked me the other day, are you going to do different ones? Because I've done that a lot of times in the past. And if you're going to the Kenmore-East one tonight, I hate to tell you you're going to hear the same speech this evening as you're going to hear right now. And the reason being is because I don't want to feel forced to write a speech. When I think of each graduating class, I want something that actually comes from the heart. And this is my attempt at that. So I get a short period of time. I stand between you and complete freedom. So I'm going to try and say something as profound as I can to you. And once again, my name is Kenmore-Tonawanda. I'm your superintendent. And welcome. Thank you for being here to all of our parents, our families, all of our friends, our faculty. The Kenwest faculty does an amazing job. But most importantly, our class, graduating class of 2026. Let's give them another round of applause. So like I said, I want to keep it real with you guys. You see, I want to talk to you a little bit this morning about time. This ceremony is going to fly by. The past week, why I reflected so much on time, I'll get a little personal with you. I spent a long time in the hospital with my father. And when you do something like that, you start thinking of things that you don't normally think about. He got very sick and we weren't sure if he was going to make it, but the great news is that he is home and he's doing well, recovering. But it really made me reflect specifically on how much time we have on this earth. Right now, most of you are about 18 years old. In the grand scheme of things, 18 years is a blink of an eye. Just ask your families. But to you, so far it feels like an eternity. Let's look at how you actually spent those 18 years, and probably your folks can refer to this and kind of think of this the most. The first 4 years, I like to call these the cutesy years. You probably don't even remember them. You probably did things like eating dirt. I know at least 2 of you did. You picked your nose a lot, no matter what you were doing. And you said funny words that really nobody understood except for your family. The next 10 years, I call these the awkward years. You spent time learning basic human functions like how to communicate better with people, talking about your favorite topics with friends, and even mastering the art of persuasion. All those times where you convinced your parents to let you stay up late and you were building a skill. Now for the last 4 years, I call these coming into your own. High school, which if we're being completely honest, a lot of time was spent trying to wake up. For you guys, probably by 6:30, that was probably pushing it to get to school on time. Those of you who missed first period know what I'm talking about. And you tried to do it without argument of it because you really wanted to go back to bed. You stressed over GPAs, and here's the little secret. You'll probably never think of your high school GPA again after this very moment that I'm mentioning. The most time spent, what we found out as adults, TikTok. Made a lot of TikToks. Don't quite get it, but we made a lot of them. So you looked approximately 18 years. If you look at hours, it's about 157,000 hours. Now the good news is that the average person lives to be about 80 years old. I know this means that you have 62 years left and way too many hours to calculate that math at graduation. I don't want to bore you too much. You have more than triple the life you've already lived stretching out ahead of you.
Think about how much has happened already in this short time that you've been here on Earth. You've survived awkwardness, gossip, classes on Zoom, remember those? And you've also come into your own. If you could do all of that in just 18 years, imagine what you could do with 62 more. You have time to change your career several times. You have time to travel, time to fall in love, time to fail miserably, time to pick yourself back up, and then finally, time to figure it out. Guess what? This is actually what the learning will be in this next phase of your life, not just a class. The learning will be in the doing. Here's the catch. While you have a lot of time left, life has this incredible, annoying thing of feeling like it's speeding up the older that you get. When you're 5 years old, a year takes a century. When you're my age, you blink and it's suddenly a new decade. Don't get me wrong, I love being my age. Just going to tell you what you have to look forward to. It's very, very exciting. Instead of a favorite clothing store or Amazon, I have a favorite pair of jammies, PJs, that I like to wear. Instead of a favorite hangout, or when you get older, you start going out with your friends even more, I have a favorite late night program, Golden Girls on Hallmark every night. Parents, you know what I'm talking about, parents. You see, what I've learned in my 51 years is that time is finite. You can always get more money, you can always buy more shoes. You can always retake a class, but you cannot buy back a single day. Albert Hubbard, an American writer, wrote, "Don't take life too seriously. You'll never get out of it alive." Think about that for a second. So my advice to you is simple. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Start living. The learning is in the doing. Don't wait until you graduate college or until you get the perfect job or buy a house to start being happy. Be happy right now. It's okay to take risks. It's okay to take that trip. It's okay to say that awkward thing to the person that you really like. Do it. And it's even okay to eat a slice of pizza with double pepperoni. That's what I tell myself at least once a week. So the class of 2026, you have lived a great first chapter. But it was just a prologue. Your book is officially open. The pages are blank. Now you write your story. Go out there and make the next 62 years so fun and so meaningful that when you're sitting in a place like this, where your parents and grandparents and family are, you can look back and say, yeah, I didn't waste a single second, and I learned a lot along the way too. Congratulations. We're so very proud of you. You know that guy, Albert Hubbard, that I just mentioned a couple moments ago? He also said the greatest mistake you can make in life is continuing to fear that you're going to make a mistake. Remember, learning is living. And one more thing. All those people that are out there, go up to them today and awkwardly tell them you love them, look them right in the eye, look them right in the eye. I love you. Thank them for everything they've done, because I'm sure what they'll tell you is that today is one of those days in their book of life that they will always remember. Congratulations, class of 2026. We think the world of you. You've always made us proud. Let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you for sharing those powerful words, Mr. Donato, and we, as a school community, are so fortunate for your leadership. Thank you for all you have done for all of our students, especially the class of 2026. Next, I would like to introduce our first-year principal at Kenmore-West, Mr. Sean Sedal.
Thank you, Dr. Grant. It's funny that we don't meet ahead of time to see what we're going to talk about our speech, even though we should, but there's a lot of common themes here. Good morning, everybody. I just want to let you know, a year ago today, I was standing in a small auditorium speaking to parents at kindergarten orientation. Today I'm standing here with you all. From one end of the educational journey to the other, and it reminds me just how quickly time moves. I may not have known all of you for long, but I've seen enough to say with confidence I'm incredibly proud of all of you. Whether you're headed to college next year, entering the workforce, joining the military, or still figuring it out, you don't have to have the whole thing knocked out today. Although it can be scary, it's okay to change direction. It's never too late to discover a new passion, take a different path, and start over. Your future is still being written, just like Superintendent Simano said a minute ago. As you begin the next chapter, stay connected with the people around you today. Stay close to your family and your friends. Those relationships will matter far more than you probably realize today in the future. And be intentional about the people you choose to surround yourself with. There's the old saying that iron sharpens iron. Choose people who challenge you, encourage you, and make you a better version of yourself every day. Don't be afraid to dream big, and of course, don't be afraid to fail. We've all been there. Some of the greatest growth in life comes from taking chances that don't always work out the first time. Life's going to move so quickly after this ceremony starting today for most of you. At times it's going to feel so exciting, but other times it will feel overwhelming. But through it all, remember this: your mindset will shape your experience more than almost anything else. Life is largely what you choose to make of it. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond to things. The people who thrive are not just those with talent, which is a lot in this room, but those who understand themselves, recognize and respect others, and choose to show up with purpose even when things are difficult. So as you leave Kenmore West, I hope you remember these two things. Stay kind. It's really not that hard. Stay humble. Stay connected. Meaning rely on your support system that's here today or at home if they couldn't make it. None of us can do life alone. And lastly, don't rush through the moments you're living today. Because I promise you, everybody, someday you'll wish you could live them just one more time. Congratulations, class of 2026. You earned this. I'm proud to be your principal. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Siddall, for a wonderful first year under your leadership. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce your class of 2026 valedictorian, Tiana D.
We got this, Kenmore West. We got this.
Good morning, faculty, staff, family members, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. Being here today is a huge accomplishment, one that I think deserves a round of applause. So give it up for the class of 2026 because we did it! Throughout my years at Kenmore West, I always thought exam season was the most nerve-wracking time of the year. That is, until I learned I needed to make a speech in front of hundreds of people. And yet, here I am, standing on a stage and making a speech that I can only hope will make a difference in someone's day today, even if it's just 5 minutes. When I first came to Kenmore West in 8th grade, I was nervous, uncertain, and spent a majority of the year trying to fit in because I thought that that was what high school was all about. Everyone seemed to have their own friend groups, and yet I felt like a sore thumb whenever I tried to fit in. Not because I didn't belong, but because I just wasn't in the right place yet. In 9th grade, I ended up meeting the people I would now call my closest friends, who not only taught me a lot about the school community, but also shaped me into the person that I am today. It is thanks to them that I learned new perspectives, and I had the courage to try new clubs, participate in school events, and most importantly, be here. I would also like to thank my teachers, because if not for their guidance throughout my years at Kenmore West, I wouldn't be standing here as valedictorian today. It is thanks to their kindness, patience, and dedication that I was able to get on the path of success and beyond. As we look toward the future, it's easy to feel pressure. I myself know what it's like as a first-generation student in America. If not for the sacrifices of my parents, not only in moving to a new, unfamiliar country, but also in working to provide for my brother and I never would have succeeded to where I am today. And it's because of my parents that I have the motivation to keep fighting and pushing myself to do better. Because if we don't, then who will? Some of us are heading to college, while others are entering the military, the workforce, pursuing trades, or following paths that are still unfolding. Wherever you choose to go, just remember to believe in yourself. It doesn't matter how big or small of an impact you make on the world. And even if others don't see or recognize your successes, that doesn't mean you failed. Failure is only final when you stop trying. So never give up on yourself. Because at the end of the day, you can go to bed excited for the morning to come, or you can go to bed thinking the day is done. Just like the sun, life has its ups and downs. And no matter what obstacles you face, know that you are on the right path and continue on. The tassels will be turned, our diplomas earned, and our journey together has brought us to this moment. Now it's our turn to leave our mark on the world. So congratulations, class of 2026. The best is yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiana, and congratulations on all your successes at Kenmore West. Joining us now are our chamber singers, led by Mrs. Jessica Leary, for a stirring performance of You Do Not Walk Alone. would now like to invite our class of 2026 co-presidents, Heather Melkowitz and Giannis Peraza, to share some thoughts.
Class of 2026, we did it. This morning, we have come together to celebrate years of learning through countless hours of studying, endless practices, late night football games, and the moments where this ending was a distant goal. Today, we can finally embrace our graduation as a present moment that we all worked so hard to achieve. Kenmore-West is a school that provides a great amount of opportunities to find and embrace your passions. Together we learn how to pass tests, meet deadlines, and prepare for the future. But as we stand here today, capping our on, we realize that some of the most important lessons that we learned here never appeared on the syllabus. Our journey through school has exposed us to some of the most challenging moments we have yet to face. Hard exams, rejection, failure at times. Why do you keep going? Whether you know it or not, it's because you love your future self enough to not give up on them. It's through love that we can overcome struggles and fight for our future. It's the importance of embracing passion that will bring you a future worth fighting for. Pursuing what you find personal value in is what will make love come easy, as love is not separate from success, but it is what gives success meaning. Whether in your career, your hobbies, or your goals, it's about what matters most to you. Being unapologetically yourself is a form of love that will guide you through life, as the love you feel for yourself will reflect a special beauty on the world. As we move forward, we'll discover the greatest gift we can give someone isn't our money, talent, or success. It's our time. Love lives within the friend who sits with you during a bad day, the family that waits up until you get home safely, the teacher that stays late to help you with work you don't understand, or even a stranger who smiles at you in passing. High school has taught us that love is not just found in grand gestures, it's found in little moments where you need it the most. In a few years, you most likely won't remember a bad test grade or your class rank. You'll even forget some details of many days spent here in the halls of Kenmore-West. What will stick with you is how others made you feel. Likewise, how you made others feel. You'll remember the feeling of being supported alongside sharing support, of being seen, and the feeling of being accepted. That is a pure form of love that everyone deserves to receive and share. While everyone deserves to achieve a life led by love, it's important to remember that love is not just a feeling, it is a choice. It's choosing to work to understand others in the face of conflict. It's choosing to fight for unity in the face of discrimination. And it is choosing treating people with kindness. Choosing love creates light, and the world is brighter with each and every one of us in it. By choosing to spread kindness and equality, we are deciding to build up a world where everyone is given the opportunity to fight for their future selves, to provide support to others, and most importantly, to ask and answer the question, what does love mean to the Kenmore-West class of 2026? With this thought in mind, it's our time to bring what high school taught us about community and love into our futures. Congratulations, let's do this!
Thank you, Heather and Gianna, for those heartfelt words and for your leadership at West. So every Friday morning during announcements, we start the day at West with the Kenmore West alma mater. Our senior choir members will now perform the alma mater for their final time as students of Kenmore West. As a reminder, we ask all guests and graduates to be dignified and respectful as our students are awarded their diplomas. Please refrain from shouting out as the students' names are read so that every student and every family can share in the moment they've worked so hard for so many years. Please welcome Mr. Ed Clinch, Mr. Kevin Race, and Mrs. Linda Jelsky, who will read the names of our graduates.
Juliana Tehima. Mia Winkler. Quinn Phillips. Everdina Clinch. Heather Malkowitz. Gianna Speraza. Joseph Ward. Elizabeth Violino. Quinn McKenzie. Cameron George. Dominic DiGiulio. Sidney Crone. Jack Rapowski. Connor Rudniski. Alana Kane. Craig Kay. Morgan Burns. John Potter. Emily Aronica. Sophia Penrose. Alina Chikatli. Evelyn Baxter. Elizabeth Pierce. Abigail Spencer. Stella Detbar. Isa Reynoso Zagara. Willow Lake. Alistair Gianni. Zachary Collins. Maddie Burke. Lucia Vitello. Leocadia Rothschild. Lucas Johnson. Madeline Beckes. Zoe Lessica. Aiden Boycourt. Lucas Cogman. Ella Roberts. Madison Velarde. Jenna Marshall. Emma Ackley. Rainey Bergeron. Donovan Carncroft. Joanna Kroon Coronel. Autumn Cherwinski. Nicholas Gervais. Autumn Johnson. Zoe Ortiz. Milana Palmieri. Addison Rock. Peyton Soto. Josephine Sturmer. Gabriel Tarantelli. Caleb Delizio Smith. Asia Whitman. Nicholas Adams. Gadir Ahmed. Anthony Ayala. Rafaela. Judy Alfalosini. Tierra Hall. Chappelle Alston. Jackson Angelo. Easton Barden. Joseph Marone. Ryan Baumgartner. Noah Bennett. Isabella Bernetti. Liana Bergue. Sophia Beck. Leo Binder. Kieran Black. Charles Brand. Harlan Brannon. Cameron Brown. Lillian Brown. Aiden Brumka. Jesse Bird. Alexandria First. Maya Cabrera. Nathaniel Camardella. Liliana Campbell.
Isabella Candelaria. Mariana Cannon. Isaiah Cabral. Jalen Carter. Mateo Casillo. Vincenzo Castiglione. Juliana Canizaro. Sang Sun. Madison Sorani. Braden Chetry. Carmelo Cicero. Kevin Clark. Peter Clouse. Apollo Perez. Kiara Cochran. Priscilla Conway Hall. Juliana Cook. Satan Porter. James Crage. Nathan Creed. Stephanie Cruz. Todd DeMarco Jr. Alexa Denning. Zoe Dunbar. Sawyer Dickinson. Arthur Di Pasquale Lockhart. Nicholas Egan. Joseph Edwards. Vanessa Emmanuel. Dominic Parisi. Daria Picardo. Michael Fellow Jr. Elliot Farnham. Simon Fields. Joseph Gagliano. James Gallivan. Emily Garda. Matthew Gauthier. Russell Gauthier Jr. Maxwell Gaynor Coney. Eddie George. Bailey Glover. Caitlin Gonzalez. Adriana Gonzalez. Kaden Gonzalez. Giselle Gonzalez. Aaliyah Grant. Madison Green. Nathan Rasanti. Hunter Rumpton. Addison Haas. Kimora Hall. Jeremy Holt. Jillian Hanley. Annalise Hayes. On Halal. Nicholas Coleman. Matthew Paul. Charles Hughes. Reed Hutchison. Juliana Iglesias. George Jefferson. Lynn Jefferson. Owen Johnson. Malachi Jones. Timothy Cabeza. Cat Jack.
Braden Kerr. Patrick Kinsella. Al Klein. Gavin Fletcher. Connor Pomparo. Joshua Gaines. David Krupa. Jack Amas. Lexi Langford. Khabib Marketeer. Alexa Leonard. Julia Lesser. Gavin Lewis. Serenity Licata. Deshaun McFur. Pojal Omar. Liberty City. Reed Lucasada. Matthew Magyar. Kyle Mancuso. Jackson Mangoni. Lila Mansour. Isabella Morelli. Isaiah Morero.
Brandon Marshall. Ian Matheson. Rob Mauer. Nathan McMillan. Paul May. Delkia Dalpani. Naomi Mercado. Samantha Winona Cancel. William Mackenzie. Griffin Miller. Ava Nasico. Yassine Mohammed. Jordan Mohammed. Jasmine Bull. Linnea Bird. Chi Nang. Mariano Nami.
Brianna Ojeda. Adrian O'Malley. Kaylin Owens. Christian Coppage. Van Parr. Ian Patterson. Liam Pavel. Preston Payne. Diageo Allegra. Juliana Phelps. Cadence Pisa. Ella Ponovas. Andre Ramos Ruiz. Paul Reiner. Jada Reinhardt. Natalie Rivera. Natalia Rivera. Adam Ross Jr. Emily Russell. Aiden Richland. Helen Zayud. Sean Radford Jr. Thomas Chamber. Avery Schwann. Gerald Short Jr. Rubina Shields. Elijah Smith. Audrey Suter. Serenity Space. Aubrey Sanchez. Emma Spangler. Maddie Scam. Nelson Scott. Viviana Sale. Brielle Stewart. Audrey Stratton. Joshua Zahara. Caleb Thermidor. Hayden Kyrie. Aja Vance. Jackson Daniel. Elena Vargas. Raymond Vargas. Owen Bolton. Tyler Vogel. Corey Love. Gabriella Washington. Ian Washington. Joseph Wente. Lydia Wente. Mackenzie Work. Zachary Whitby. Brooke Wiley. Anthony Young.
So just a reminder, as graduates, Kenmore-West graduates, leave the auditorium, we're going to ask the audience to please remain seated. Mr. Sedell.
Just have to say that in the back room when we were getting ready, a couple of our staff members said they've been doing this for years and helping out, but this was probably one of the best, if not the best graduating class we've had in a long time, so great job everybody. I also know that our superintendent can't say this, but I've been in 3 schools in 3 years, and Kenmore-West was the best one. So nice job. Graduates, please rise. Superintendent Solano, members of our Board of Education, guests and families, I hereby affirm that the graduates standing before you today have completed all graduation requirements set forth by the New York State Board of Regents. Graduates, to signify your graduation accomplishments, please move your tassels to the other side of your